The world changes in a heartbeat. One moment your dog is walking calmly by your side, ears relaxed, paws hitting the pavement in a rhythmic, predictable beat. The next, a stray cat darts across the street, and your best friend, the creature who sleeps on your feet and gently licks your hand, is gone. In their place stands a high-tension predator with dilated pupils and a heart rate that has tripled in seconds. You're pulling on the leash, calling their name, but you've become invisible. You aren't just looking at a dog chasing a cat. You are witnessing a 15,000-year-old communication error. Today, we're going deep into the canine brain to understand the predatory motor pattern, the dopamine trap, and the secret reason why your dog isn't actually angry. They're just trapped in a biological loop they can't escape. We've all seen the cartoons, Tom and Jerry, Spike and Tyke. Our culture has sold us a very simple narrative. Dogs hate cats. We accept it as an ultimate truth, like gravity or the rising sun. But if you watch your dog closely in that moment of high tension, it doesn't actually look like hate. Hate is a complex, uniquely human emotion. It requires a grudge, a memory of past wrongs, and a conscious decision to dislike someone. Your dog doesn't have the cognitive architecture for a grudge against an entire species. What they are experiencing is a high arousal state. It's an overwhelming sensory flood that shuts down the prefrontal cortex, the logical part of the brain, and hands the steering wheel to the amygdala. To your dog, that cat isn't a villain. It's a high-frequency trigger that flips a biological switch. Why is it so hard to snap them out of it? Why does your 80-pound Labrador suddenly act like it's never heard the word stay? The answer lies in the predatory motor pattern. This is a hardwired sequence in the canine brain. Orient, eye, stalk, chase, grab bite, and kill bite. In the wild, this sequence was essential for survival. In your living room, it's a glitch. When a cat runs, it triggers the chase phase. The moment the chase starts, the dog's brain floods with dopamine. This isn't just a fun feeling, it's a biological reward. Your dog is effectively high on the chase. This is why they don't hear you. The brain has prioritized the dopamine-rewarded task of chasing over the social task of listening to you. Furthermore, if they are on a leash and can't reach the cat, they experience barrier frustration. That barking and lunging, it isn't aggression toward the cat. It's the sound of a brain that has been promised a reward and is being physically blocked from getting it. Beyond biology, there is a massive linguistic misunderstanding. Dogs and cats speak entirely different body languages, and they are constantly misquoting each other. Consider the tail. For a dog, a high wagging tail is often a sign of social excitement or a desire to play. To a cat, a lashing or twitching tail is a clear warning. I am irritated and I am about to strike. Consider the play bow. When your dog drops their chest to the ground, they are saying, "Everything I do next is a joke." But a cat sees this sudden, jerky movement as a calculated lunging prep. Even the way they approach each other is a conflict. Dogs are social space invaders. They love a direct, head-on approach. In the feline world, a direct approach is a declaration of war. They are like two people trying to have a conversation where hello in one language sounds like fight me in the other. So, if they are natural enemies, Why do we see thousands of videos of dogs and cats sleeping in the same bed? This is where the beauty of neuroplasticity comes in. When a dog and cat are raised together or introduced carefully, they perform a miracle. They create a third language. They learn to ignore their biological coding for the sake of the bond. The dog learns that the cat's growl, purring, is actually a compliment. The cat learns that the dog's attack, a play bow, is just a clumsy invitation. This proves that your dog isn't broken or violent. They just need social literacy. They need enough calm data to realize that the scurry isn't a command to hunt, but a signal to coexist. The next time your dog lunges at a cat, don't look at them as a bad dog. Don't feel ashamed or angry. Instead, look at them with empathy. They are a creature caught between two worlds, the modern world of leashes and sidewalks, and an ancient world where movement meant life. They aren't choosing to be angry. They are responding to a 15,000-year-old call they can't quite mute. Your job isn't to punish the instinct, but to be the bridge that helps them navigate it. Because at the end of the day, understanding the why is the first step to changing the how. If your dog has a best friend cat or a sworn enemy, tell us their story in the comments. Let's decode their world together.
So how do we fix a 15,000-year-old error? It starts with a concept called neutrality. We don't need your dog to love the cat. We just need their brain to realize that the cat is boring. It's about teaching them that the scurry isn't a command, but just background noise. We use a psychological technique called counter-conditioning. The goal is simple. Every time your dog spots the cat and chooses to look at you instead of lunging, they get a high-value reward. We are creating a new association. In doing this, we are literally rewiring the nucleus accumbens, the reward center of the brain. We are making the act of calmness and connection with you more dopamine-rich than the chaotic high of the chase. But remember the rule of stress thresholds. If your dog is too close to the cat, the amygdala will always win. You have to find the magic distance where your dog can see the cat but still hear your voice. That is where the logic lives. Don't rush this process. Your dog isn't being stubborn. They are fighting thousands of years of evolutionary programming. Patience isn't just a virtue here. It is your most powerful strategic tool as a handler. Eventually, with enough repetition, the trigger loses its power. The cat stops being a jackpot and becomes just another part of the landscape, like a tree, a stone, or a park bench. This is the ultimate goal: pure, peaceful neutrality.